AMD has been riding the AI and semiconductor supercycle, making waves with cutting-edge chips and expanding its footprint in data centers, gaming, and enterprise solutions. But while rivals like NVIDIA have soared to new heights, AMD's stock has remained stuck in second gear. The big question now, is this lagging performance just a pause before liftoff, or a sign that the market has moved on? Let's not forget, AMD is one of the most important players in the global chip ecosystem. From Ryzen CPUs in gaming rigs to EPYC processors powering cloud infrastructure and MI300X accelerators targeting AI workloads, AMD is embedded in the future of computing. And yet, as we step into 2025, AMD trades at a significant discount compared to its celebrated peers. That disconnect has sparked a growing chorus of bulls who believe the market is underestimating AMD's momentum. Is this a classic case of a sleeping giant, or are more headwinds ahead? If you're into deep dives on game-changing tech stocks and real-time market insights, hit that subscribe button and join the Stocks Telegraph community. And tell us in the comments, are you Team AMD or Team Wait and See? In 2024, AMD's stock underperformed rivals like NVIDIA, which surged over 170%, while AMD declined by roughly 15%. Despite that, AMD reported record annual revenue of $25.8 billion, a 14% year-over-year jump. Strength in the data center segment, which grew 94% in the fourth quarter to $3.9 billion, offset some weakness elsewhere. The gaming division struggled, with revenue down 58% due to softer demand for semi-custom products. Meanwhile, the MI300X AI chips gained traction, though they trailed NVIDIA's H200 GPUs in performance benchmarks. Macroeconomic headwinds, including enterprise spending slowdowns and AI rollout delays, added pressure. Despite these hurdles, AMD's execution in data centers and client CPUs, along with its investment in AI, lays a foundation for a stronger 2025. AMD's MI300X series, built on the CDNA 3 architecture, is designed to compete in generative AI and high-performance computing. These chips, combined with AMD's Infinity Fabric and ROCm open-source software stack, position AMD as a serious challenger to NVIDIA's CUDA ecosystem. While NVIDIA still dominates AI accelerators, AMD's open-source model and compelling hardware have earned partnerships with Microsoft Azure, Meta, and Oracle. ROCm, offering flexibility for AI developers, is steadily maturing and improving AMD's competitiveness in the AI space. In CPUs, AMD launched the Ryzen 9000 and 8000 series, delivering notable performance gains. The Ryzen 9700X, for example, outpaced the 5800X 3D in gaming by 12%. Integrated AI capabilities in the Ryzen 8040 series highlight AMD's push into AI-native PCs. Intel's delays gave AMD an opening to expand its PC share. On the GPU front, Radeon's RX 8000 series is expected in 2025. Although details are limited, it's meant to push performance and power efficiency to better compete with NVIDIA. AMD's gaming revenue dropped 58% in 2024 due to weaker console demand, but could rebound with the next product cycle. Data centers were AMD's standout segment. Revenue reached $12.6 billion in 2024, driven by EPYC processors and MI300 series accelerators. Major cloud providers are deploying these chips, underlining AMD's relevance in hyperscale infrastructure and AI compute. AMD ended 2024 with $25.8 billion in revenue and GAAP gross margins of 49%. The fourth quarter revenue hit $7.7 billion, with net income of $1.8 billion and EPS at $1.09. The data center business accounted for nearly half of total revenue. Strong operating leverage, ongoing investments in R&D, and a solid balance sheet underscore AMD's ability to fund innovation and stay competitive in a capital-intensive market. NVIDIA leads with 80 to 95% share in AI accelerators, supported by its CUDA software and rapid hardware updates. AMD, however, is making gains through its MI300 lineup and software partnerships. Still, AMD has not yet forecast AI GPU sales for 2025, signaling a transitional phase. In data centers, AMD outpaced Intel in the fourth quarter of 2024 server revenue, thanks to EPYC adoption. Intel's roadmap delays have helped AMD, though Intel's 18A process and aggressive pricing for Lunar Lake CPUs could threaten AMD's momentum. AMD is executing well and has closed the gap in server CPUs. But in AI accelerators, the gap remains substantial. AMD's MI300X is its fastest ramping product ever. In 2024 alone, AMD generated $5 billion in data center GPU revenue. CEO Lisa Su expects tens of billions annually in the near future. The PC market is recovering, projected to grow 5% in 2024 and 8% in 2025. Windows 10 end-of-life and AI PC demand are catalysts. AMD's AI-enabled Ryzen chips are well-positioned for this upswing. Valuation-wise, AMD's PS ratio sits at 5.93, near its two-year low and under the industry median. Its PEG ratio of 0.70 signals growth is outpacing price. Institutional buyers are taking note, including major fund activity and acquisitions like ZT Systems to expand AMD's AI server footprint. NVIDIA still dominates AI hardware, and with the Blackwell GPUs coming, it may widen the lead. AMD faces challenges in China due to potential export bans, while its MI300X still lags in market penetration. Intel is aggressively pricing new CPUs, with anticipated 20 to 40% price cuts that could force AMD into margin compression to compete. Gross margin pressure, stock-based compensation, and insider selling are other concerns. AMD insiders sold $11 million in stock over the past year, something that could raise eyebrows among long-term investors. AMD carries a moderate buy rating of 54 analysts, 35 rate it buy, 18 hold, and 1 sell. The average target is 145.7, about 56% upside from its $93.40 price. KeyBank recently downgraded AMD, citing NVIDIA and Intel competition, but Benchmark maintained a buy with a $170 target. Institutional ownership stands at 71%, with mixed activity. Some funds are trimming, others increasing. AMD's 2025 outlook hinges on executing its AI roadmap and capitalizing on a recovering PC market. The MI300X ramp, competitive EPYC performance, and Ryzen upgrades form a strong bull case. Analysts suggest over 50% upside, and institutional sentiment remains largely supportive. But NVIDIA's dominance in AI, Intel's pricing war, and margin pressures temper expectations. For growth investors seeking AI exposure without NVIDIA's valuation premium, AMD offers a compelling case. Value-focused investors might also find AMD attractive at current levels. While not a guaranteed rocket ship, AMD is a solid pick for long-term believers in AI and computing infrastructure. Whether you buy now or wait for more clarity depends on your risk tolerance, but it's hard to ignore what AMD is building. So AMD in 2025, are we looking at a hidden gem just waiting to break out, or is it still an overhyped laggard? Let us know in the comments. Your take might just get featured in our next video. And if you're all about next-gen tech stocks, deep financial breakdowns, and smart investing ideas, smash that like button, subscribe to Stocks Telegraph, and ring that bell so you never miss what's next in the markets. Thanks for watching.